Have you ever seen a headline that captured your attention so much? Something like, if a person aren't safe, you aren't safe either. Imagine a building a crisis of pregnancy set on fire just the day later. What would you think? Fear, anger, confusion, and frustration behind it? Hi everyone, today we're going to explore an interesting topic, the role of extremism in abortion rights movement. You may not heard of this group, Jane's Revenge, and all the bad causes from this group. All began in 2022 when the Supreme Court decided Dobbs versus Jackson Women's Health Organization. This ruling overturned Roe versus Wade, ending nearly 50 years of federally protected abortion rights. The country was immediately divided celebration on one side but outrage on the other. Then a group called Jane's Revenge is becoming noticeable at that time. They weren't marching with signs, passing petition poster, or writing letters to Congress. But they were angry and they made it known. What is their methods? Vandalism, arson, and threats against organizations they believe were involved with wrongdoing in oppressing women's rights. Jane's Revenge called it Night of Rage, and rage is exactly what it was. Who is Jane's Revenge? Jane's Revenge came into existence in May 2022, right after the Supreme Court draft decision on Dobbs was leaked. So, what is their mission? Their mission is speak up loudly an undeniable message that taking away abortion rights would not go unchallenged. Their targets were crisis pregnancy centers, places they believe misled and harm people seeking abortion. They didn't just protest, they vandalized. Slogans like, if abortion aren't safe, then you aren't either, become their calling card. They even set fires to these centers and made explicit threats to these organizations that oppose abortion rights. So what motivates groups like this? Here's why social movement like this happens. When people feel that traditional methods such as petition, protest, and lobbying aren't working, they sometimes turn to more extreme action. For Jane's Revenge, the stake fell too high and to wait for slow to change institutional. But how did people react? Not surprisingly, their actions stirred up a lot of debate. Some people were like, yeah, I get it. The system's listening, so they're making noise. Others were horrified, saying, this is not how you win people over. Legally, Jane's Revenge didn't get away with it. Members were prosecuted under the Freedom of Access to Clinic and Transit Act, the FACE Act, and faced serious fines and even jail time. Cases like Moody's versus Freestone sent a clear message: violence has consequences. Did their tactic work? This is where it gets complicated. Studies show that non-violent movements tend to gain more public support than violent ones. When people witness vandalism or threat, they're less likely to support the cause, even if they agree with the message. It's like trying to extinguish a fire by adding fuel to it. For the broader abortion rights movement, Jane's Revenge was a double-edged sword. They drew the attention to the issue, but they also gave the opponent an easy way to paint the entire movement as an extreme. But what can we learn from this? 3 things take away from here. First, strategy is everything. How you fight for a cause matters as much as what you're fighting for. Second, action have consequences. Jane's Revenge faced legal backlash, and their action made it harder for the larger movement to gain public trust. And the last, balance is key. Anger can be a powerful motivator, but if it's not channeled effectively, it can be backfire. While the story of Jane's revenge is messy, but it's also important. It pushes us to think about what it means to fight for justice. Can violence ever be justified? Does it ever work? And most importantly, how do we balance urgency with the need to bring people along with us? The fight for abortion rights didn't start with Dobbs and it won't end with groups like Jane's Revenge, but their story gave us a chance to reflect. Thank you for watching this.